So again, as I have mentioned earlier, in case of books or in citing sources for books with 3 to 20 authors, you write all the names until the 20th author. And all the names, all the surnames of these authors are, we use a comma for after the surnames of all the authors. And for the first name and the middle initial, we always put a period. Okay? Now, another example. Panga, comma, A period, F period, comma, and Chua, comma, T period, D period. So they are editors. Okay, we do not have authors for that book. We only have editors. So we write inside the parentheses capital EDS period. That stands for editors. That is the abbreviation. Now after the parentheses, there is again the period. Then you have enclosed in parentheses the copyright date 2018. Then period, the title of the book, italicized, curriculum management in ASEAN member states, period. Then the name of the publishing company, ASEAN Press, period. ASEAN again is written in caps lock. All of them are written in capital letters because that is an acronym. With more than 20 authors, what do we do? If there are more than 20 authors, write the names of the first 19 authors, followed by an ellipsis, and then the last author. Okay? So, again, I'd like to make it clear that in case you have more than 20 authors, you write first the 19 authors. And then after the 19th author, you put an ellipsis. What is an ellipsis? Triple dots, 3 periods. Then you'll write the last author. Okay, you have there the example. Okay. Again, please try to understand, try to remember that all the surnames are preceded by a comma. Then you have the first name, the initial, the first name, and then the middle initial, comma, after each surname, until you're able to write all the 19th ellipses you have there. Then the last author is Maano, comma, M, that is the initial of the first name, period, R is the middle initial, period. Then enclosed in parentheses is the copyright page 2019, period. Understanding English as an International Language, that is the title of the book. Italicized again. So you capitalize U. It is the beginning of the title of the book, or it is the first letter. English is also a proper noun, so you capitalize letter E for English. Period after the title of the book. And then you have there the name of publishing company, Bantayog Publishing House. Okay. So that is how we cite sources for books. So this time, let us have periodicals, which include journals, magazines, and newspapers. Now, what do we do? Invert the names of authors. Last name comes a phrase followed by a comma, then the initials. There should be periods after initials. It's just the same as with citing sources for books. Okay? Follow the order of names as presented in the book. If there are two or more authors, the last author is usually separated by an ampersand. Okay? Now, how about the year? Place the year inside the parentheses and do not forget the period. That is just the same as with books. Okay? Now, how about the title of the article? Now we have title of the article. How do we write it? For periodicals, capitalize only the first letter of the title. If the title has two parts, capitalize the first letters of the first and second parts, and capitalize proper nouns, and with a period. Do not italicize. For books, we italicize. Or the title of the book is italicized. But for periodicals, do not italicize. That is the difference between them. Now, capitalize all major words in the periodical name. Okay, italicize the name of the periodical and with a comma. Okay. So, what we are going to italicize here for periodicals is the name of the periodical and not the title of the article. Now, italicize the volume number also. There should be no space between the volume number and the issue number. Please remember that there should be no space between the volume number and the issue number. Include the page range of the article. Use an endash to separate the first and last pages of the article. Do not place spaces before and after endash. Okay, please remember that. Now, how about if the article has a DOI or URL? Write it here. Do not place period at the end of the DOI or URL. So, place the issue number inside the parentheses. Do not italicize. Follow. You only italicize the volume number. Again, there should be no space between the volume number and the issue number, but the issue number should not be italicized. Okay? Follow the parentheses with a comma. If there are no issue number, the column should be directly followed by a comma. Okay. I repeat that. If there are no issue number, the volume should be directly followed by a comma. And that volume number should be italicized, the same as with the name of the periodical. This is our example. Article in journal paginated by volume. Okay? Please look at the names of the authors here. Dino Aparicio, comma, C period, comma, Andre, comma, S period, M period, comma, and Cadavido, comma, J period, S period, 2019, that is the copyright page, enclosed in parentheses, then period. Relativization in spoken text in Philippine English, that is the title of the article. We do not capitalize, no, we do not italicize that. We write the name of the periodical in italic. Philippine Journal of English Language Teaching. That is what we italicize. The name of the periodical. Then you have there 55, comma, 234 to 256, period. So there is always a period at the end of each entry. Okay, another example is Sales, comma, T period. 2020, there is a copyright page period. Safety precautions during fire situations. Again, only the first letter is capitalized except for proper nouns. Period. After the title of the article. Then the name of the journal, which is italicized, fire protection, journal, comma, 8, comma, 98-105, period. HTTPS, that is the URL, colon, /mark, double, bfp.gov.ph, /mark, safety, underscore, precautions, underscore, during, underscore, fire, underscore, situations. Okay. How about for article in journal, paginated by issue? The first one that we had earlier was paginated by volume. This time, paginated by issue. These are the names of the authors: Dina Aparicio, comma, C, period, comma. Another author, Andre, period, S, period, M, period, comma. And another author, there are three, Cadavido, comma, J, period, S, period. Then enclosed in parentheses the copyright date 2019, period. Relativization, spoken text in Philippine English, that is the title of the article, period. We capitalize letter R since it's the beginning of the title of the article. We capitalize Philippine English. They are proper nouns. A. After the title of the article, we have there period. The name of the periodical, which is italicized, is Philippine Journal of English Language Teaching. Please look at that. The first letter in the title, the first letter in each word in the name of the periodical are capitalized. All the first letters except for letter O, of. Okay, after the name of the periodical, there is a comma. Then you have there the volume 55. Enclosed in parentheses is the issue number 12. After the closed parentheses, comma, then you have there the pages 234 to 256, period. Okay, there is no space. Another example, Sales, comma, T period, enclosed in parentheses 2020, then period, safety precautions during fire situations, that is the title of the article, period. You capitalize letter S for safety, then the name of the periodical or the journal, fire protection journal, comma, 8, that is the volume, then the issue number 7, enclosed in parentheses, comma, 98 to 105 pages. The name of the URL, https, colon, /marks, bfp.gov.ph, safety dot, no, it's not that, safety underscore precautions underscore during underscore fire underscore situations. Then article in magazine. Okay, the author is Salvador, comma, G, period, 2020, comma, June. Okay, the name of the month is given here for the copyright date, and close parenthesis, period. Overcoming tensions in schools, that is the name, the title of the article. The first letter is capitalized, then period at the end. The name of the magazine is Education Today. You capitalize letter E and T, then you italicize. Okay, comma, 12, that is the volume number, dash, 10, that is the issue number, period, then the URL. Okay, then another example, Enelo, comma, AA, 2018, comma, May, Again, the name of the month is given here. Close parenthesis, period, the gift of life and love, capitalized letter T, being the beginning letter. Then period at the end of the title of the article. The name of the magazine, the hours, you capitalize letter T and H, italicize that also. Then comma, 221, comma, that is the page. Then 12 is the issue number, dash, 10 is the, no, it's not the, 12 is the volume number, then 10 is the issue number. 8 that is the URL. Now, how about an article in a newspaper? Unlike other periodicals, P period or double P period is used to indicate the page number for newspapers. Okay? If there is only one page, you just write P period. You do not have to write the whole word page. You just write P period. Okay. Our author, Narvaez, comma, J period M period, enclosed in parentheses is the copyright date. We have there the month, October, the year 2015, separated by a comma, then period at the end of the parentheses. Call for unity amidst global recession, that is the title of the article in the newspaper, period. The Nation Today, that is the name of the newspaper. You capitalize it. You capitalize also, no, you just capitalize the letter, the first letter for each word. Then comma, you write P period, 3A period. Another example, paano, comma, D period, T period, 2018, comma, September, close parenthesis, period. Divisiveness as a natural human mentality, title of the article, period. The Philippine Bulletin, that is the name of the newspaper, capitalize T, P, and B. Then, comma, because you have here more than one page, right? PP. That is the abbreviation for pages. Do not write the whole word pages. Just write PP period. You have there the pages. And at the end, put a period. Never forget that period. Other print sources for government document, DepEd Calabarzon, period. 2020, enclosed in parentheses, period. Guidelines on the implementation of MEAL pivot budget of work in all learning areas for key stages 1 to 4. Again, you only capitalize the proper nouns and the first letter. Then, enclosed in parentheses, regional order number 10, period, DepEd Regional Office, period. Another one, Civil Service Commission, period. 2020, enclosed in parentheses, period, revise interim guidelines for alternative work arrangement and support mechanisms for workers in the government during the state of national emergency due to COVID-19 pandemic. Then close in parentheses, you have there memorandums, circular number 10, close parentheses, period, CSC Central Office, period. And then finally, we have here report from a private organization, World Health Organization, period. 2020, there is again enclosed in parentheses, period, coronavirus disease situation report in the Philippines, the URL also that follows. Same as with Association of Southeast Asian Nations, period, 2019, that is copyright date enclosed in parentheses, period. ASEAN Integration Report, okay? So, ASEAN is, they are all written in capital letters because that is the acronym for Association of Southeast Asian Nations, URL also. Now, in the actual complete list of references, bibliographic entries are arranged alphabetically. Okay? So, I just gave you examples of how to cite sources using books and other references. Now, what about your learning task for week 3? So, you begin with learning task 1. First, you have to answer what are the missing letters for each boxes. So, which part shows the citation of sources employed? That is very easy. You can easily answer that because letters are given as clues. Now, for learning task 1, study the bibliographical entries. You have there 1 to 5. Now, in your paper, put a check if you think the entry is written correctly, and if it is not, write an X. That is what you are going to do. You are not going to copy this. Just write or just put an X or a check. Okay? Again, write in your paper. You only have 1 to 5 for learning task 1. So based on the examples given or presented in my discussion, so which is correct and which is wrong in these entries? They are all bibliographical entries. I hope you listen very well during my discussion so that you'll be able to accomplish this task correctly. Now, for learning task 2, I'd like you to examine the bibliographical entries below. Now, write T if the statement is true and F if it is false. Again, you're going to write your answers true or T and F in your paper. Not in your notebook, in your paper. These are few reminders when you answer all the learning tasks. Do not forget to write your names. Make sure that you have written your first name, your middle initial, your surname, then your teacher for that subject. In English, you write my name as your teacher. Please include your grade level and section so that your teachers can easily know or will easily know to what section are you included at or included in. Okay, now how many do we have for learning task 2? There are 10 questions here. Make sure you're able to answer this correctly. I've already given you the meaning of APA, so let us see if you still remember that, if it is T or F. Okay, for learning task 3, now using the information in the box, convert them into one bibliographical entry. How are you going to write this into bibliographical entries? You begin with the authors. You always begin with the surname, comma after the surname, then the middle, the first name, the initial, the middle initial, period, and so on, based on what I have discussed. How are you going to write the year of publication, the name of the publisher, where should it be placed, and after that, what are you going to put at the end? How will you write the title of the book? Are you going to italicize it? Which should be capitalized? Are you going to capitalize all the first letters in the title of the book? So what should you do? Make sure that you follow the proper format in citing sources using all these references. Okay, that is for learning task 3. How many do we have here? This is the first one. Okay, we have 3. The first one is book. For the second one, we have here journal. Another journal for the third entry. Okay, you have there the URL, the year of publication, the volume, the title of the article, the journal, yan. Not the copyright date, but the year of publication. Yan. Then, for learning task of 4, rewrite the following bibliographic entries using the APA 7th edition format. Write your answers in your paper. Yan. How are you going to write these bibliographic entries? Using the APA. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are only 5 items here. You should be correcting these 5 bibliographic entries. Now, for task of 5, using the bibliographic entries and learning task for this 5, you'll be using this. Tolentino, Garcia, Halos, Merle, Sadsad. Using those entries, rearrange them based on their proper order, based from the APA 7th edition format. So, I told you let's go back to that one. In the actual complete list of references, bibliographic entries are arranged alphabetically. So, using the entries that you are going to answer for learning task of 4, how are you going to arrange them in their proper order? Remember, they should be written in alphabetical order. That is what you are going to do. Okay? In the directions I've given or I sent in our group chat, I told you never to do learning task 6 and 7 because you'll be doing the same with learning task 8. So, using the information in learning task 8, convert them into their proper citations using the APA 7th edition format. Here, you've been provided all the information that you are going to use in citing entries. Okay, for number 1 up to 10. How will you write the names of the authors? So what should you do? What punctuation marks are you going to use? How about the year of publication? What are you going to do in order to write them correctly? Then the title of the articles. How should they be written? The same is with the title of the book or the journal. Which are you going to italicize? Which are you going not to italicize? Okay? How about the volume and the issue? Same as with the pages. How will you write them? Then the publisher and the URL. Please look at the examples provided in your modules. If you're going to follow them, if you try to understand all the examples given, this test will easily be done. Okay? That's all for this week, week 3, from October 19 to 23. So, submission will be by next week. Okay? I hope that everyone understands what I have shared regarding this topic for week 3. And I just hope that you'll be able to follow all the directions given in our group chat. Again, week 3 is all about conventions in citing sources.